Welcome to this demo. In this demo, we're going to write a program that will authenticate a user who wants to attend a cookout event. If the user's name is on the list, it will say welcome user and mentions the person by name. If the person's name is not on the list, it will say you're not invited today. User, whereby user will refer to the person's name and they will show the exact name. This will use the concept of lists in Python and then use the if statement to be able to read that list. Let's go ahead and get started. It is. Now, let's say we have this cookout that we are organizing, and you want to write a program that authenticates your guests when they show up for the cookout in the park. If the person enters his or her name, you will welcome the person by name. Otherwise, it will tell the person he or she is not invited today. You use the idea of list discussed in chapter 7. So we can actually list names with literals, just like we have in cities in the program we just completed, the student grant qualifier. You can list the names of your guests with string literals, and they will literally go through them to match. But there's a list function that you can use, as mentioned in chapter 7, where you put your items there, and then the program will look for it there. So with that said, let's go ahead and create the program that will look at a list and then try to match the user based on the name entry to determine if they're qualified or not. And to do that, we are going to open a new file and save it as cookout guest authenticator. You can't see my screen, can you?
We can't see idle
Nope,
now.
I just see the Word document.
Okay, let me switch to the new screen so you can follow along. Can you see it now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This program, well, list and determine if the person appears on the list. It's a little more general. We can specifically mention cookout, but let's leave it there for now. So we can, to do that, we can say invited. Let's use the variable invited to define that list. Invited, and you open it up with this block bracket,
That's a curly bracket, right?
not the curly one,
No,
Oh,
that's
okay.
this.
The
That's
square
the
one.
square one.
Ah, I
Let's
see.
say
Thank you,
Peyton.
guys.
Call this person Rufus. John. Nick. Korea.
I don't have those names on the document you sent me yesterday.
Yeah, I'm just making them up. It makes no
Oh.
difference. You can put any name.
Okay,
You
I
can
was
put in
confused
any
for a
name.
second.
Say Jose.
Just making sure I wasn't missing something.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. You can put a different kind of name, you still work. Let's say Chinmore. And okay, let's leave it at that. So we have that list now. What do we do next? We're going to tell the program, we're going to prompt the user to make an input. Name equals input. Type your name and press enter. Let's just remove the word try because it will definitely do it. So it's not trying. It will match it to the existing list. So this is where literal English actually, just like we had and not and or, this one literal English word comes into play. So we can say if name in invited, print. It's a lot easier than using if else. Once we have a list like that, print welcome. And because we can be typing all the names, we just insert the variable for name. What goes after this, after if?
Else.
Else.
Sorry, you're not invited.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
That sounds messed up. Your name is not on the list or something.
Yeah. Let's
The way
let's
it
put
put
it in a
in
more diplomatic way.
the way that it was put in the Word document was like, tell them they aren't invited. I was like, okay.
So it's list today. Let's see what we have. And we said name. What do you think? Do you think this will work?
Yeah, it looks good.
Let's see if there's something to debug.
Oh,
Sure there is. Print welcome name. What do you think we're missing?
Does it need the comma after the quotes?
Actually, we didn't get to read the error message. Let's see what it is. Invalid syntax. Perhaps you forgot the comma. Yes.
oh yeah, good.
You're right
call.
on that one, Newton.
Okay.
All right, let's
Okay.
try that again. Actually, this one needs its own comma as well. Let's enter one of the names then. Oh, it worked.
Nice and simple.
Let's type a name that's not there. Let's try Joshua.
Not on
Wow,
the
that's
today.
awesome, wasn't it?
That is awesome. Works pretty good.
So there's a way to make it pull a name from a file that you saved where you saved all the names, but we're still going to get that in subsequent chapters.
Your
I think
last
somewhere around chapter
your last
7.
print statement needs to be your name is not on the list today.
Your name is not on the list. Which one are you talking about?
The very last one, your name is not on the today.
Excellent, excellent.
I noticed that when you
Thank
were
you.
running it. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah. All right, so that one is for list. Use the list, and then the program will look at the list, the users enter and match it to the list to see if the person is on the list or not. And it can be applied in many other scenarios, but here we chose cookout to try to illustrate that. Could be any kind of party, it could be a meeting, it could be town hall or some other thing. It could be a classroom scenario. Any questions on that one?
No, sir.